Close your eyes and take some long and slow deep breaths. Inhaling fully, holding for a moment, then exhaling. Continue to breathe like this in your own time. Each time you exhale, really consciously let yourself relax. I want you to try to bring to mind something that you're grateful for. It can be a pleasant experience you've had, spending time with someone you love, anything at all. Once you have that memory in your mind, see if you can remember the details surrounding it. The colors, shapes, smells, sounds. How does it make you feel? Warmer? Does your heart beat faster? Do you feel happier, relaxed, or at ease? When you've identified your feeling of gratitude, take a few more long and slow deep breaths, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Well done.
And as we light our candle, it reminds us of what Jesus said. What did Jesus say? All right, we're going to start collective worship with a bit of rock music. Get it? Rock music. I'm going to use these rocks to make music. Good morning, everyone. This week, we're looking at awe and wonder. And in particular, we're going to be looking at nature. Your curriculum, children, is all about people and their impact in our wonderful world. But people are not separate from nature. We're part of nature. Humans aren't one thing and nature another. When did we start separating ourselves like that? I found someone that can answer this question for us. Her name is Suzanne Simard, and I've asked her, when did we start thinking of ourselves as separate from nature?
I'm Suzanne Simard. I teach forest ecology at the University of British Columbia, which is in Vancouver. As a forest ecologist, I've been watching forests my whole life. We have a long history of living in forests and other ecosystems, but about 2,000 years ago, our philosophies, especially European philosophies, have shifted to where we've started to view ourselves as quite separate and superior from nature. And that separation has had huge impacts on how we view and exploit forests and other kinds of ecosystems. And slowly over time, and really picking up in the last 150 years as our population has increased, we're seeing some pretty negative effects of that. As we change our forests and other ecosystems into other land uses, for example, urban development or agriculture or mining or oil and gas development, we're having ripple effects that affect global cycles. And this is directly caused by how we view ourselves as separate from nature. The trick is for us to figure out, what is a healthy relationship between us and the forest. There's a secret that I've discovered that will show us the way to solve these problems, and that is the discovery that mother trees connect the forest. Mother trees are these old trees that connect the trees together in a forest, like a complex network. These old trees, old being like 100 or more years, sometimes they can be 5,000 years old, were the most highly connected to other trees through these fungal networks, these fungal highways of mycorrhizal fungi. They send micronutrients, they send water, and so this helps the forest grow more and better and makes a much more productive ecosystem. They actually subsidize seedlings with carbon and water and nutrients. They feed them basically. They collaborate. They work with the trees and the fungi and the bacteria to create a diverse, healthy, productive forest. We never knew that the forest was completely connected below ground and that these mother trees were like the center. Mother trees can teach us so many things. We've evolved in these ecosystems as well. We're completely interdependent with our forests and the entire global ecosystem. For example, most of the water in the world actually originates in forests. In Canada, where I live, 80% of our fresh water comes from forests. So without forests, we wouldn't be here. Historically, Aboriginal cultures around the world lived with the land, dependent on knew their place in the land. And so as a result, resources were in abundance because they nurtured them, they cultivated them, they respected them. But we have, through our consumptive processes in combination with all of our fellow human beings, driven the place out of balance. Like mother trees, we've got to get back to balance with our biosphere. Humans have the potential to completely transform our environment in positive ways. We all think that humans are just negative forces, but we're not. We can have completely the opposite productive force as well. Collaboration is the most important interaction that we have with each other. In nature and evolution, scientists have figured that out. Darwin recognized that collaboration and symbiosis, where organisms help each other, was absolutely crucial to the evolution, the coevolution of creatures. And so that crosses over into our social connections too. Collaboration is that magical thing that allows us to create emergent things like health and symphonies and mindfulness and love, all these amazing things that you can't quite dissect and say that's how it works, but it's actually essential. If we collaborate, work together, we can actually, build a society that is more productive, more diverse, more beautiful than ever.
Okay, children, if you'd like to close your eyes and be aware of the used breath going out of your bodies and fresh air coming in. That's the gift that trees give us. Oxygen. If you'd like to join me with a prayer, it's Amen at the end. Dear God, thank you for trees. That's all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for trees. Amen. Well, that concludes our collective worship for today. Remember, work hard, be kind, look after yourselves. I'll see you around school.